Hi Leo, this is your February 2015 horoscope with me, Lada from astrolada.com, and this is for everyone who have their ascendant or sun or even moon in Leo, and you can find out your ascendant sign by going to my birth chart calculator and entering your exact time of birth and place and the rest, and then going to the planetary detail table where you'll see an abbreviation, ascendant, its degree and sign. Make sure you check that prediction as well, because it's particularly relevant for many people, because it's what tangible things happen to you and on your physical body, on your path in life. And you can also, if you need immediate answers to questions, I'm online at my website, astrolada.com. I can answer you, or one of my psychics or other astrologers I have partnered with who have even more experience than me, people I followed their work for years, and I personally can guarantee for their professionalism and their great skill. Anyway, what does February hold for you, Leos? Okay, there is a lot of planets that are focused in your sector of the horoscope, which is called other people. So this month, February, is not so much about you, it's about others. You're giving the focus to others. I know it might be hard for you, Leos, but sometimes of the year, it just happens so that your energy should be directed to partnerships, to intimacy, to other people, and almost as if when so many planets trigger this western part of your chart, which means others, not you, but others, it's often that events happen a little bit more. You have to take into consideration others. Acting what you want to do or acting just considering yourself is not the right strategy for you. The right strategy is to ask for advice, to always make sure with your partner or other people around you when you're planning to do something, to maybe, ask them if they're okay with that. Maybe ask for support. It's time of the year in February now, it even starts from January, part of January, where it's best for you to ask for support, to learn how to ask, because you will receive it. For example, let's see first. The Sun and Mercury are both in your 7th house, which is partners, others, personal or business partners. So a lot of focus on others. And Mercury is there, so you're leading some important conversations with those people, one-to-one, some clarifying conversations probably. Or if it's a personal partner, you're arranging some matters in regards to your relationship, and these can be even more practical matters regarding the circumstances of your relationship, because Mercury is a practical planet, is a business-minded planet. If you have business partnerships, you might be signing some contracts now or making some negotiations that really start moving forward from the middle of February, when Mercury is already moving forwards, because before that Mercury is moving backwards in your 7th house of business, negotiations, other people. So people who are in business in any way, who are in work which requires working with others one-to-one, which requires working with clients, which requires negotiating, making contracts, or exchanging goods with others or services. Very busy month for them, February. And it might feel a little bit more difficult the first 10-15 days, so part of January, you might feel like things are getting prolonged, or you have to redo those negotiations a few times, or those business deals, or those clients' interactions a few times. But actually, when Mercury starts moving forwards, you'll realize that thanks for having to redo this process a few times, you've avoided some serious mistakes and things really arrange properly themselves. You exerted more effort, but the results are much longer lasting and positive, because of the extra needed time and effort and attention to detail, particularly in any kind of dealings with other people that you have. Business, personal, negotiations and things like that. So they start moving forwards later on. From mid-February, very likely, start seeing the results of that. So it's very good time for business. Arranging business activities, arranging business deals and things like that. You're busy doing those kind of things. In February, and even towards March, you start seeing the results of these hectic activities you've been doing now. Also, 2 other planets, Venus and Mars, are in your 8th house, which is again other people, but their finances and resources, their possessions, their money, or mutual money that you have together. So you see how you might be arranging something which also involves money with partners and other people. Might be even loans that you're trying to arrange, to negotiate, trying to restructure maybe in some way the financial structure between you and other people. And 8th house is also on a more personal level, house of intimacy and deep intimacy and sex as well. So what's happening here? The two planets of passion, Venus and Mars, are in your sexual house. So whoa, passions are running high. You feel hunger for sexual intimacy. And this is not just sex that you have to relieve yourself. This is sex bonding. This is the merging, you know, the more tantric side of sex. So passions start running higher for you when Mars is in your 8th house. And you start hungering more for this intimacy, sexual intimacy. But at the same time, Venus is also there, and Venus is the planet that makes sure that you can, as you age, is that the word? You can, it can relieve the hunger of this Mars. So you're not only hungering for it, but you are able to receive it in some way. So if you're trying to deepen your intimacy with a partner, your sexual compatibility with a partner, to make a partner open up to you, this is a very, very good time for it. But also it can create some power struggles, because 8th house is the house of power struggles. Because when we're opening ourselves very intimately to another, this often can create situations where one can be a bit more predatory, or where we feel fearful that another can take advantage of us. So sometimes power struggles can happen. This is one of the indications, but I do not think it's anything longer lasting. It's just temporary. You might feel it for a few days. But definitely this will, if you resolve these problems of power struggles, the intimacy will deepen. Let's see, 8th house is also other people's, things that you can receive from other people that you even haven't worked for. So some of you might, you know, might be able to access resources of others. So it's a good time for you to ask, because Mars is there. Mars is the initiating planet. So if you need help with anything, don't try and do it alone. Go and ask for help. You will receive, because Venus is also in your 8th house of other people's resources, skills, talents, money. You might just want to borrow from someone, I don't know, the lawnmower or something. It might be something as silly as that, or it can be something bigger. You might ask for support for someone to, you know, can you help me do this website? Can we partner to do this? Or can I use your extensive knowledge of this to help me achieve something? So if you have anything you want to achieve right now, go and ask for help. Go and partner with others. And then, let's see, some specific, and then let's start at the beginning of the month, around the 1st of February, maybe a few days before, a few days after, you can feel it. Venus and Neptune join in your 8th house of other people's resources. So you might get some promises in regards to resources, which you don't have fully the information yet. You might get some promise that actually is a little bit too inflated, or you don't see all the details about it, and it's very likely connected either with resources that you share with another, financial matters, or it can be connected to intimacy, because 8th house is intimacy. So you're very romantically inclined at the beginning of the month, but also there's something that is not fully clear as well. You might be overly romantic in a sense, you know, but still it's very short influence. It's a few days, you know, and it quickly gets resolved after that. Then around the 6th of February, maybe a couple of days before, a couple of days after, in your sign, the sun is in your sign, Aquarius, Jupiter is in your sign, Leo, and the sun is in Aquarius, so there is like a tight aspect between them around the 6th of February, which means that there might be some kind of a clash with an authority figure, some clash of interest between you and another person, because it's happening from your 1st house of self, Jupiter, and your 7th house of others. So there might be certain tension and escalation of a matter with another person around the 6th of February. And this thing also gets resolved pretty quickly. So it's just temporary. Don't freak out. And also there might be, again, something like a promise which is a bit too overblown, maybe a bit too optimistic. It might still bring a positive resolution and positive opportunities, but just keep in mind that it might be a bit overly optimistic, or it might require you stretching yourself a bit too thin. But otherwise, it's kind of a auspicious time for work and for business and things like that. Just try not to outstretch yourself too much. And yes, and I want to give you some specific days. Those of you who are born, who have their ascendant or their moon from 14 till 19 degrees Leo, the extremely positive month for them. Extremely. You're having Jupiter transit over your ascendant, over your moon from 14 till 19 degrees in Leo. Or if your sun is from 14 till 19 degrees of Leo, which means that you were born from around the 7th till around the 13th of August, 7th to around the 13th, plus minus a day or two, you know, you're having this tremendously expanding Jupiter influence, which means that faith, hope increases in you, your faith and belief in yourself and your skills increases, and some of you who are looking for a job, born on those days, they can receive a new opportunity, or even if it's your ascendant or your moon, you can receive a new opportunity in life, which is tremendous, which is wonderful. If you've been working hard on something and it hasn't been giving you the right results, if you're born within those days or have those degrees or ascendant, you really, now things start flowing. And usually it's to do with business, with personal goals, with personal new beginnings that you're trying to achieve. So this is the time for you now. This is the time that if anything comes to you, embrace it, accept it. You know, it's sent to you from your angels, it's sent to you from a higher self as a reward for hard work you've done, or as a new opening in your life which you can benefit for 12 years ahead almost, you know, or quite long-lasting opportunities that come. And things start happening easy and smoothly for you. You see, most of the things, we didn't have many difficult things. Remember, for this month, focus is on others, cooperate with others, relationships, sorting out some financial things and rearranging it with partners and other people, or even loans, or, you know, things like that. And basically, a lot of you are still so strongly supported by Jupiter and will continue till the summer. And this is your year, Leos, you know. Don't lose your heart. If something difficult, very difficult is happening right now in your life, this is not coming from the sign Leo. This is maybe if you have a moon in Sagittarius or in Gemini, or sun or ascendant in one of the other signs which are much more, which have more stressful influences, then yes. But Leo right now is free of difficult influences. If anything difficult happens, it's just temporary, and you are basically very blessed. Thank you.